All right, so we're going to dive right in. I'm very excited about this because this is where one of the ways you can find out if the course topic you're thinking about is popular and trending and whether you might get students for it. And I'll even show you ways that you could discover how much money your course could possibly make. That's a pretty good number to have. So let's go ahead and dive in. Before I get started though, I want to let you know that there is an attachment to this lesson. So if you haven't downloaded the attachment, go ahead and do so. And the attachment will give you all of the URLs we're going to be using in this lesson. So a good thing you can do is as you learn what to do is pause the video and go ahead and do it for yourself. So hopefully by the end of this, you're going to have a handful or even more of ideas of different courses that you can offer based on your expertise. So let's start off with just going to udemy.com. And Udemy, the reason I love using Udemy for research is because Udemy literally gets like millions of students. So millions of students who are eager to learn and eager to learn about a variety of different topics. So if we could find a way to figure out what those topics are they're interested in, and it correlates to what we can offer and do and what our knowledge base is, well, then you know that you have potential of getting some really good attention and also making some money. So definitely worth the time to do this research. So let's go to udemy.com. When you start off, what you want to do is you don't want to niche down just yet because you don't want to miss out on any ideas or things you haven't thought of. So for example, let's say you want to do something with dog training. Your broader category would be, probably just pets, right? In general. I'm in marketing. I want to do content marketing. So instead of putting in content marketing, I'm going to put the broader term marketing or even digital marketing because it's so broad. If you do let's see, if you're a coach of any kind or a personal coach and you're thinking of doing something with an NLP, then your broader category again might just be life coaching or something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and type in the broader category. So we'll use my example of marketing. So if I want to do a content marketing course, I'll start off by looking at marketing and see what happens. And it's basically at the top. Is going to, right from the start, to show you the best-selling courses. So here you want to look at, related to marketing, what's best-selling. So there's something on Facebook ads, there's something on Google ads, there's something on social media marketing. Excellent. This is all good stuff for me to know. And these are all types of courses that I'll definitely want to consider, doing my course on. So maybe by doing this, I really want to do something on content marketing, but by doing this research, something else might pop up I have the ability to do that might sway me to change my mind and try something else. But this is all why we're doing our research. Okay. So most popular courses. So that's pretty straightforward. This is my section that I love looking at. This here is the featured courses. Now, you'll notice that some of the courses have a badge of honor, and this one here says Hot and New. This one here says bestseller. This one here says Hot and New. Now, Hot and New, not too many courses have it. What Hot and New means essentially is that the course is brand new, so basically it's only been out for a month or two, and it already is almost dominating that entire category, which means it's getting more sales than most of the other courses in a category. Now, for a brand new course to come in and kick butt like that, they're doing something right. So this kind of pinpoints the exact courses that you should be looking at as models. You never want to copy, but these are models to follow, because obviously if you get a course and you can get it, and hit the ground running and get this badge of honor and dominate the people buying your course above all the other courses, that is like stellar. It's just amazing. So we're going to come back to this because this is where we're going to do some more research, but you can see what this is my favorite section and it'll be yours as well. Okay, popular topics, basically all that is Udemy's taking that broad category and it's giving you subcategories to consider, because we went in really broad and these are all of the subcategories, and that again could just give you ideas right there. So I definitely don't want to do a course on marketing. That's too broad, but something under digital marketing or Instagram or marketing strategy or copywriting. These are all definite considerations in my niche. Okay, then we're going to scroll down to this section here, which is closer to the bottom. Now, you have a sort tool, but basically Udemy automatically sorts this into popularity. So this is the most popular course under marketing, second most popular, third most popular, and you get it. So on, right? So again, it's going to give you some ideas. So if a whole digital marketing, so this one here is a digital marketing course where they took a whole bunch of marketing courses, bundled them together, and it's like ranking number 1 in the whole broader category of marketing. I'm like, well, that was a good idea. Like, why not bundle a whole bunch of your digital marketing courses? And this course here that I'm doing, this will be course number 4 for me. So I'm really excited. And they're all having to do with marketing. So this is definitely something I can consider doing. Okay. Google ads, cool to consider. Facebook ads, I already have something on Facebook ads. Instagram marketing, absolutely. Instagram is pretty much where it's at, right, people? So, step by to 10,000 followers. Well, heck, I actually want to take that course because I don't have 10,000 followers yet. But excellent. So they got the bestseller badge. So again, just something good to look at if I ever decide to do an Instagram course. This would be something I would model. Social media marketing, Google Analytics, so blah, blah, blah. You get it. You're basically going to just get ideas from here of the types of subjects you could teach for your course, or course you could teach overall, right? Within your broader category. So let's go back up and let's have a look at one of the badges of the hot new, and let's have a look at her course and see, we're going to kind of get some hints from here. Again, we're not copying, we're going to model what she's done. But the first thing I will always look at is what the reviews say. So the reviews, 4.7 is excellent because people could only go up to 5. So if she's got 77 ratings and she's averaging 4.7, that's pretty darn good. So it means that she's got a very good quality course that people are enjoying. Okay, number of students enrolled. Again, she pretty much she updated it in September. It's October. So within a month, she's gotten 1,451 students. I'm like, damn, I'm going to be checking out not only Udemy, but I'm going to be popping this into Google, her course name, and seeing if I can figure out the other types of marketing strategies she's used to promote her course, because she's obviously doing things right. So thank you for that, lady who developed this wonderful course, because you are a great role model. So let's have a look. These are the other things you should pay attention to. What they say you'll learn, obviously, the description. Here, you want to look at how much they charge full price for the course. So if you have a similar course, you obviously are going to use that to gauge how much you should be charging. And essentially what you want to do is, if you have the exact same topic or a similar topic, and you're looking at their price, you also want to look at how long the course is, because that's, there's a big difference between a 1-hour course on a topic and a 5-hour course on a topic. Obviously, the longer the course, the more justified you are to charge more money for it, because you're offering more value, hopefully, by giving a longer course. Okay, you're going to scroll down a bit and you are going to look at the course content, and basically you could preview some things that are free, or you could, again, if you're doing a complete market analysis and this is exactly the type of course you're thinking of offering, go ahead and purchase the course and have a listen. And basically you're like learning from the guru who's obviously doing things right. So and Udemy, you'll notice, has sales all the time. We all know that. So just grab that sale price, and you're not paying very much for basically having a mentor. That's not really a mentor, but someone you could act or acting as a mentor virtually for you, and you could basically just learn and just watch and learn and figure out how you can make yours different or better, or add your own twist to it, right? So again, not copying, you're getting ideas of the types of things you should order and what type of offer, I should say, and in what order and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, that's enough said on that. And that's basically how you use the URL, basically udemy.com in general. Okay. Just one other thing, actually, I just want to show you just one other thing. We looked at the subcategories, but I also want to show you that you can get your subcategories at the very top up here. So once I had typed in marketing, it up here will show me subcategories under marketing. And if you click over here, those three little dots, you'll also get some subcategories. And then again, after you do your broad category search, then you're going to start, look, there's content marketing, which I'm thinking of doing. So then I would click on content marketing and I would do the same sort of overview search. But again, especially here, there's no hot and trending course here. Interesting. So no one's been able to hit the ground running on this one, but still I'll start off by looking at people who have earned the bestseller badges and do the same sort of research on here. The next URL I want you to go to is featured topics. And essentially what featured topics are is, well, Udemy tells you it's popular and trending topics. So this is just another area where you can get some ideas of the types of courses you may be able to offer, or even just tweaking the course that you're absolutely set on offering. Okay, so if you're not quite sure where to start off at the bestsellers. So just in general, if you're just curious to know what is selling the absolute most on Udemy, click on bestsellers and it's in order. So this thing Python, I'm not even sure, it's a programming language, it tells me. But if you do Python, if anyone out there does Python, you have to, it's your obligation to do this wonderful course on Python, because it is trending the most of a place that gets millions and millions of visitors or students that actually pay money to take courses, and Python's the most trending one. And I can tell you, there's probably not a lot of people that know how to teach Python. Just saying. So if you could do data science or web development or AWS certification, machine learning, Excel. I don't know how you do machine learning, sidetrack, machine learning virtually, but that's okay. Apparently you can. Excel, JavaScript. If you're good at any of these, this is just going to feed you ideas. It's wow, the demand is there. Udemy's algorithms are showing you the demand is there. Definitely stuff to consider. Okay. And then if any of these categories pertain to you, you would go into them. Coaches, I know there's probably a lot of coaches listening. Personal development, you would start there. Life coaching, number one. Okay, so number one in demand courses on Udemy is life coaching. And then you would, Reiki, and then NLP, which is wonderful stuff. Memory, energy healing, blah, blah, blah. And you just kind of keep going down, and it could just, again, give you ideas. What are people asking for? Best type of marketing you do is find out what people want and you deliver it to them. It's the best type of sales marketing, you name it, money-making way. That's the magic formula. Figure out what people want and give it to them. It's that simple. Okay? So have some fun with that. Now we're going to move over here. We're going to go to popular courses. So popular courses, it's not a very pretty looking, tidy looking, easy to follow thing. I really wish Udemy would make these headings bigger, because this is development courses and they kind of throw them all on here. And then way down here, you'll get another category, IT and software. And then way down here, you got to keep scrolling. There's something to do with marketing. So the way I would recommend doing this is, first of all, take the time to scroll through all the options until you find your heading, and start looking at all of the courses that are the featured courses, which again will probably give you lots of ideas. Look at this. If I was in development, look at all these different types of courses I can consider. That basically, are featured, and Udemy's featuring them because there's demand for it. So again, if there's demand for something, you're on the right track if you're considering doing it, or pick something and get on the track of developing it. Now, the way I like looking through this, I like taking the time and actually scrolling to the marketing section, which is way down here. Ooh. There it is. Okay, so marketing. And look, there are Facebook ads, SEO, Pinterest, and all of copywriting and all of these wonderful courses under marketing that I could definitely consider doing. Or if I was considering doing it anyway, then it's kind of like my safe haven. I know I'm making a wise choice because I know these are on demand. Now, if you're on a Mac, sorry, I don't know the shortcut for Windows, but if you're on a Mac, if you hit your Command F, and I'm pretty sure it's similar for Windows, but what it does is it brings up the search thing, and you could type in the word you're looking for, and it'll scan the document you're on and find those words for you. So it's just kind of like a quick way to do it if I want to just take a shortcut. So as I mentioned, I'm considering doing something on content marketing. So I would just type in the word content, and I would hit my little arrows, and it's highlighting, it's finding anything with content and showing it to me. So make money selling low content. Okay, so that's not really my target, what I was thinking. How to create great web content. That's more in the lines of what I was thinking. So I like the title too. So I'm going to write that down in my brainstorming sheet of different topics or different possible courses and subject lines or titles I can use. And again, not copy, but I'm going to just take it as an idea for a title. Okay, and then, so just keep going through and click, and you get the idea. So that is basically how to use the popular courses option. Now I'm going to show you something you guys are going to love, because this is where it gets really juicy, okay? Save the best for last. What you're going to do is everyone's going to go to udemy.com and everyone's going to sign up. Because first of all, it's free to sign up. Second of all, it doesn't mean, don't worry, just because you sign up doesn't mean that a Udemy person's going to come knocking on your door saying, where is your course that you promised us? That's not going to happen. So completely safe, go ahead, sign up, and all you're putting in is your name, your email address, your password that you want for your account, and boom, you're done. Okay. And the reason you guys are going to sign up is, well, first of all, you're prepping to put your course on Udemy, because Udemy is definitely a platform you want your course to be on. But this is the reason why. There's this wonderful website called Instructor Marketplace Insight. You can only get access to this if you register on Udemy. So once you're registered, you can go ahead and click this link, and it's going to help you figure out what topic you want your course to be on and what's going to sell. And this is like mind-blowingly amazing. Like, this is my favorite site ever, and I'll show you why. Because this is the site that shows you how to make money. So let's say, okay, let's just go in with a broader category, marketing. So it says, well, you got a niche down here. So what do you want? I'm like, ooh, I want content marketing. So let me click on that, and I'll show you the magic that happens. Okay. First of all, you could do on Udemy too, if you speak other languages, you could do courses in other languages. So that's kind of an aside, and that's kind of cool. And it tells you what's the opportunity. You have to bring your A game to succeed. And once you see that, you know it means there's a lot of competition. So in content marketing, there's high student demand, which is super awesome. So I know students really want to take something in content marketing, but high number of courses, which means I've got a lot of competition. So that means if I go through all the trouble of hours and hours of work to build a content marketing course, I'm going to be competing with a lot of people. Okay. And here it shows you the speedy monthly. So out of all the courses on content marketing, for the most part, everyone's making on average $13 a month. So again, you're like, okay, well, if I bother continuing to do it, do I want to do all that work for only $13 a month? And there are other reasons and ways to use your course. I'm just saying, if you're doing it solely for money, this is kind of a guideline for you. The top course in this category is earning $690 a month. And before you're like, oh my gosh, that's so much money. It is a lot of money per month, and it's really nice to have residual income like that. But you should see some of these other courses on Udemy. You should see those top earners, how much they're making. And this tool will help you figure that out, which is awesome. Okay, and we're going to scroll down here. Now see here, it does these percentage percentiles, whatever, of how popular the courses are based on how many based on all the other Udemy courses, how popular is this? What's the demand like for this? And, it kind of summarizes it. If you just hover over it, it kind of summarizes what that means. So if you have, obviously, if it's in the least as compared to the most, it's something you might not want to consider as heavily. Now, if it's the most popular course, that means there's huge demand for it. So tons of those millions of students that go on Udemy, there are probably millions of those looking for content marketing. So that's good to know. This here shows you the trend, which is always interesting. And you always want to make sure that trend is going up because it shows, obviously, you want your course to deliver profits to you forever. But let's face it, that might not happen. But if you pick a really good subject and you see that the trend's going up, at least you're safeguarded for the next few months. There's going to be demand for your course. Okay, down here, this is very important. This is your top search keywords. So under content marketing, obviously content marketing is the top keyword. And then the words content, SEO, content creation, and so on. These are a little bit less. So what I would do on my sheet that I'm building is I'll write down one of my keywords will be content marketing. One of my keywords will be content. One of my keywords should be SEO. So if I'm doing a content marketing course, I could definitely have a whole subject area just on SEO because I know that people searching for content marketing, it's something they want to know. Now, it's a very small percentage, so I wouldn't sweat it. And also because it's such a small percentage of people looking, it makes me wonder if there's a better category to go after. So let's have a look at this section to figure that out. This is other topics of interest. So basically, Udemy figures out people who have searched for content marketing will also search for these types of courses. Okay, digital marketing, marketing strategy, copywriting, and content writing. And I'm like, excellent. So I'm going to now want to click on these and get some further information on each of these. So we'll go ahead and do that in just a second. Just want to show you everything else this gives you. Okay, enrollments by channel. This is Udemy, this is Udemy. So between them, it's over 80%, which means if I do a course on content marketing, on average, over 80% of my students could possibly come from Udemy just doing the marketing for me. And that is pretty sweet. Because once you start looking at outside sources and instructor promo, that's pretty much stuff you need to put in money to promote yourself, to bring the students in. And yes, you absolutely want to do that. But if this is a high percentage, it means you have to work your butt off a lot harder in order to get students in. If you know Udemy just from students organically searching for your type of topic, then it's pretty sweet because you could not really sit back and put your legs up, but you pretty much can sit back and put your legs up and Udemy will do the trick for you if you've got a really good course. It's like, thank you, Udemy. But they want you to go out and hustle and it's a good exercise. So go out and hustle as well. Okay. Let's see. So this here shows me that there's 61 courses with content marketing in it. And I'm like, okay, that's a lot, especially if I'm going in brand new with a brand new course. That's a lot of other courses for me to compete with. So unless I'm pretty darn sure that I've done my research properly and I can really kick butt in this area, I might think to go in to start, I might go with a little bit of an easier subject matter. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more research on this because I don't want to compete right off the bat with 61 other courses. Okay, courses rated, and here it shows you like how people are rating them. So 4.5, only 10% of courses have achieved that, and that's pretty bad. It means that most courses on content marketing, actually it's pretty good, depends how you look at it. It's pretty bad that almost all courses on content marketing, which is highly in demand, most people think the courses suck. It is not that, I would say 4% and under sucks, but if it's still, if nothing's over 4.5, it means that there's no kick-ass courses out there on content marketing. So again, if I know I could do a really amazing job and I can get reviews that are a lot higher than that, that kind of gives me hope that my course will outrank all of these courses pretty quickly. So again, depends how you look at it, right? But it also means there's not many courses out there that I will want to model under content marketing if they're not getting really good reviews. Okay, so here, let me show you. So here are the top earning courses. So this is in order of how people are making money based on the course, which basically means who's getting the most students, or based on what they're charging, how much money they're making. So obviously going to go with the person making the most money. Let's look at what they're doing first. And I'm going to use this as a model. And they got a bestseller badge, totally bonus. And they got a 4.5 average rating. Excellent. So this will be a really good thing to model. And then you kind of scroll down and you would do the same sort of thing. Like this 4.3 is still a good rating. Not as great as the other guy, but it's still really good. Second top earner within a really hot category. So again, I will look at this and pay attention. Now, what I find very interesting is this is 4-hour course and this is a 1-hour course, and they're priced exactly the same. And this guy's a bestseller and this guy's not, and he's got higher reviews ever so slightly. Who do you think is going to get more students, right? But he's still doing really good compared to this guy and compared to this guy. So I'm going to, in this order, start paying really good attention to what they're doing. And I'm going to show you one more thing in here that's super, super important. Okay, so content marketing, we decided, it might be a little too competitive. I might still consider it just because the topics, the courses that I read there aren't rated very well. So people haven't done a fabulous job on the topic. So it kind of gives me hope that if I do a good job, I could still do well in this category. But let's have a look at some of the options it gives me. So content writing. Okay, well, maybe I'll look at content writing. Okay, so under content writing, again, very, very competitive. People are making about $37 a month and, super, super high demand. And I'm just wondering if there's something else. So you could just keep playing. I want to stick with content. Let me try something like web content, because I've been doing a lot of content for websites lately. So let's see. Oh, look, this topic is a great opportunity. Udemy is telling me to do this topic pretty much when it says that. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is what you want to aim for. High student demand and very low competition. Then you're sitting on something that is absolutely wonderful. So most people in this, on average, are making $29 a month. Top earner, again, $247, which again is not, it depends how you look at it. Like I'll take $247 a month for forever, or as long as I can with no problem. But again, if I keep doing my research, I could probably find something that, is high demand, low number of courses, and maybe this is $1247 or whatever. So this is why this site is absolutely wonderful that Udemy gives this to us. Okay. So 67% percentile in demand for this topic is excellent. Again, look at the keywords that people are searching for. Look at the related keywords. And again, if you just even use these two sections, I'm getting an idea of the topics I should have underneath my course, right? So I can talk about content writing, content creation. I don't know who Andrew Williams is, but this is very low anyway. And so it just kind of gives you some topic ideas, which is great. And look at this, Udemy overall, like together, what's that work out to? 80% almost of traffic to this is going to come from Udemy, which is amazing. And look at this, there's only 9 other courses. So Udemy shows 10 courses. I think it's 10 courses per page, which means if I'm the 10th one, even if I'm at the bottom, I'm still on page 1 for web content with my course, of course, if it gets accepted and everything. And I'm like, that's pretty sweet to be on page 1. So this is looking like something very interesting. So see how it helped me narrow down what I want to offer. And I'm narrowing it down to just something that is just so much more wonderful than my original idea. Okay. And then again, I'm going to do my research, look at the top earning courses, who's making the most money off this. How are they doing it? How long is the course? How many reviews do they have? how great are the reviews, and blah, 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 so on. All right, and that I'm ending with is the most wonderful URL that I absolutely love and that you guys can see why, and you guys are probably going to fall in love with very, very quickly. So go ahead, do your research, pick your topic for your course, or pick some topic ideas. We're going to be doing some more research, so you don't have to worry about getting too niche down just yet, but have those broader categories ready, and we're going to go into some more research in the next lesson.